like to travel but don't love it. Hey, let's bring vacation to the house. Ended up going with the one that felt right. In addition to putting us in the pool, she had our dogs on the side. So my wife saw that and immediately said, that's definitely a point. I mean, it was very straightforward. I'm sure those little things happen. It's just nice to know we saw it, we fixed it, let's move on.
Appreciate you trusting us to come back here and blow your yard up so we can put it back together beautiful like you want it, right? All right, folks, welcome to another edition of our Denali Deep Dive Podcast here with Ron McGaugh. Ron is one of our valued customers, clients. We're actually in his backyard, sitting on his back porch. We're looking at, what is becoming his future oasis.
Right.
Ron, just wanted to talk with you for a few minutes about your experience. First off, we talked a little bit before this, but you told us what drove your decision to build back here. Tell us a little bit about your journey to a pool.
As we started to look at retirement, we are homebodies. And so we love our puppies, we love staying at home. We like to travel, but don't love it. And so we thought, hey, let's bring vacation to the house.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what got this ball rolling.
Yeah.
And so we started to look at pool companies. We did the typical 3 bid process.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought that I would probably end up going with the cheapest bid, but ended up going with the one that felt right.
Yeah.
And obviously that was Denali.
That's interesting that
and you weren't you were very close to being the cheapest as well. Yeah. That helped a lot too.
So I think that's a super important thing to do as a consumer, right? Is test the market and see what's out there. When you're doing something this big and this custom, I think the most important, you hit on it, what feels right? Who is going to be my best partner as I move through this huge project and this very large investment that I'm making in my home? What was it? Tell me about kind of the experience with your designer. You worked with Monique.
Yeah,
right?
Monique Miller.
Tell me a little bit about what made it feel so right.
I think Monique took what we wanted and made it come alive for us.
Yeah.
We had a funny story about we love our dogs, and so Monique, in addition to putting us in the pool, she had our dogs on the side. So my wife saw that and immediately said, okay, that's definitely a point, know? And so but with regard to the pool itself, just the design process, making incorporating, the trees that we loved and putting the pool, it's almost like you took the pool and put it in the exact spot where we looked from the back of the house. What would it look like from the big oak tree in the back? What would it look like over here, over there, the trees, and what it would look like at night, which I thought was a very neat thing to do. Lit up, how the lights look, how the waterfall looks, that kind of thing. So all of those things just came together. And actually at the end made it very easy.
Yeah, that's great. Monique's a great designer. She does a lot of really good things to make sure that what is represented in the design really is what it looks like in your backyard. I designed my own pool and I even put my dogs in there for my kids, right?
Right.
For my kids, yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's all important in having that feeling of, man, we just really feel peaceful. We feel like Monique is a great partner. We love her design. At the end of the day, it's important too. Like, Monique is a great designer, but she's not building your pool.
Right.
Eric's building your pool.
Right.
Eric Carlo, also fantastic guy, great superintendent. He's I'm working with Eric right now as well at my house. How's your experience been through the construction phase? So you get out of the design phase and it's rubber meets the road, right? It's time to build. So tell us a little bit about your experience, how it's been thus far through construction.
Well, and let me back up the contract process.
Yeah.
Okay. That what I thought was very straightforward. You saw exactly, when the money's coming out, at what phase, what's exactly going to happen.
Yeah.
Here's what we're going to do. Before we designed, Eric and Monique sat us down and said, "Look, your backyard's going to look like it was bombed. It's going to be a mess. We're going to put up the orange fencing for the puppies, so they can't. And we're going to make everything safe. All of those things, even before the first rock was, lifted out, it was very straightforward, which is, I thought was, and that was unique to your bid as well. I will tell you that.
That's great. That's great feedback. So the bomb has gone off.
Yep.
And it's starting to come back together.
Right.
You can see the shape of the pool. They're working on some beautiful masonry back there. How's the communication been with Eric through the process?
Phenomenal. The communication has, they told us when we sat down, every day that somebody's out here, we're going to send you a text. And Eric has been doing that. The quality control has been fantastic. Eric said over the weekend, not liking how this water level's looking. I think there may be a little leak in the drain. We got the plumber out. We got that done. Love that. How the quality control, how they did all the pipes, how they do all of that was just phenomenal. And that's just very straightforward. Hey, thank you for letting me know. I'm glad that we didn't figure this out after we were swimming, And I'm sure those little things happen. It's just nice to know we saw it, we fixed it, let's move on.
Yeah. That's great. And we're not there yet, obviously. I hope, I think what we'll do here, hopefully at the end of our conversation, when we edit this thing up, I'd love to throw a rendering of what this thing is going to look like. And here in a couple months, when this thing is all finished and it's resodded and pretty, we'll come back out and shoot it and look at how similar that design is to the finished project. And we appreciate you guys. We appreciate your feedback, for one, right? And again, we appreciate you trusting us to come back here and blow your yard up so we can put it back together beautiful like you want it, right?
We are tickled to have you and we'll be glad to have you come back. Maybe we'll do it from inside the pool.
There you go. Appreciate it.
If it's the same temperature as today, we probably will want
Yeah. So if there's any advice you're going to give to somebody that's looking to do a project like this, maybe they're thinking about it, maybe they've thought about it, all they're going to think about it, they're ready to pull the trigger. What would you tell somebody that's like, they're out there looking at doing a project like this?
Get 3 bids. Just make sure one of the bids is Denali.
Yeah.
Just flat out, you guys done a great job. You've done everything you said you would do. And so I would fully recommend it.
Well, sure appreciate you, man. Thanks for having us at your house and putting your faith and trust in us. And we can't wait to see the finished project.
Get a Gatorade before you leave.
All right, man. Thanks, Ron. Appreciate you. We want to keep bringing you interesting people and spectacular performers. If you like what we're doing, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll keep bringing you great content. Hopefully you're learning something. I know we're trying to teach and enjoy ourselves while we enjoy it with you. So give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you back next time.